Everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for... Oh, that's the wrong... that's the wrong username. Hold on, sorry. Everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Bandit 23 level from Overthewire, from the Bandit CTF labs over at overthewire.org. Let's go ahead and start this level. All right, so everybody, before we start the level, we need to take a look at the level goals for this particular level. This is going to be level 23 to 24. Okay, so the level goal in this case, a program is running automatically at regular intervals from cron, the time-based job scheduler. Look in the cron d directory for the configuration and see what command is being executed. So this is very similar to the previous two levels, except that the script we're going to be looking at is going to be more complicated than the previous level. Let's go ahead and take a look. So first of all, we should probably look at the cron d directory. And there's a cron job that's being run by Bandit 24. Let's go ahead and read that file. Okay, so they're running another shell script. Okay, so we've got some shell script over here. So it's user bin cronjob bandit24.sh. We can go ahead and take a look at what's in this shell script. And what's in the shell script is this. Let's talk a little bit more about this in our presentation over here. Okay, so this is the cron job script used for Bandit 24, used by Bandit user number 24. So what does it do? So it basically moves into this directory over here, so Bandit 24 foo directory, and then it echoes out executing and deleting all scripts in this directory. So essentially, this is what the script does. It executes and then deletes all the scripts in this particular directory, so var spool bandit24 foo. And this is all we really need to know, because if it's executing and deleting all of the scripts, we can insert our own script, and then we can have the script do whatever we want in the context of the Bandit24 user. So we can write our own script in that directory, and then have Bandit24 execute it with the cron job, then retrieve the password in the temp directory afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a script that, that reads in the Bandit24 user's password and then redirects it into a file of our choice. So in this case, we're just going to create a file in the temp directory, and it's going to have the password in it for the next level. So let's go ahead and do that. So over here, we're going to use nano to create this file. Actually, yeah, we're going to use nano to create this file. Let's go ahead and make it in the directory that we're supposed to be putting it in. And the directory we're supposed to be using is... Oh, it doesn't say. It says over here. So let's see, var spool my name foo. Okay, var spool my name foo. Var spool bandit 24 spool foo. And in this directory, we're going to create a file called, it's going to be called, let's call it, I'll just use my name. So the shyhat.sh. It could be called anything. Okay, so we can create the file, and all the file is going to do is going to cat out etc bandit underscore pass bandit24, and we're going to redirect the output into temp ... my name bandit24 pass.txt. This is a bit verbose, but we just need to remember where the file is going to be. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna save out this file, and then we're gonna give executable permissions to that file. So chmod +x spool, what was it, var spool foo something something, what was it? I need to do this quick because otherwise the file is going to be deleted. Var spool my name foo. Var spool bandit24 foo, the shy hat .sh. Oh, it was deleted already. Okay, I needed to do this more quickly than I did it, because the thing was already deleted. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to grab the... I'm going to grab the command I did over here. Okay, so this is in the walkthrough. It's a very, very long command, but the command looks like this. So first of all, I echo out the command that we want to do. We want to cat out bandit24 password, and then we're going to put it in this directory, this file right here, shyhat bandit24 pass.txt. Then we're going to give full file permissions to this file that we create, and then we're going to output it to var spool bandit24 foo shyhat.sh, and then give it execute permissions. And yeah, that's it. So when we run the command, we're going to create the file in the var spool bandit24 foo directory, and after a minute, it's going to execute this the script, and then we can collect the file that's going to be located right here. So now that we've done that, the script should have run. So let's go ahead and collect the password over at this directory over here. Okay, and this is the password for the next level, bandit24. Okay, so before we finish up to this level, let's go ahead and do a little recap over at GitHub. All right, everybody, so the username for this level was bandit23. The password was this. The objective was looking at the shell script that is being run as a cron job. So the method of solve is that it's very similar to the previous two levels, only that we need to create a shell script inside of a specific directory and then make it executable, because the cron job executes every script inside of a particular directory. So if we insert our own script and have it copy the password for the next level, we can collect the password for the next level by using and writing that script. All right, everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for the Bandit23 level from Bandit CTF Labs over at overthewire.org. Everybody, if you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.